Hi everyone, my name's Scott. Welcome to Planes, Trains, Everything, and welcome to Aviemore in the Scottish Highlands. Today I'm going to do something which I've been waiting 7 years to do. I haven't been procrastinating for 7 years, it's just taken 7 years to do this because today I'm catching the Cairngorm Mountain Railway. It's had a bit of a checkered past. It opened in 2001, it closed in 2018 due to structural issues, it opened again in January 2023, closed again in August 2023 and has opened again in February 2025, and today's the day. Yesterday I was checking the weather on the summit of Cairngorm and it had been snowing. And in fact I was looking at some webcams and it's looking very, very white up there indeed. So I think we're in for a great day. Now to get to the base car park, I have to catch a Stagecoach number 30 bus. That's something you don't see on YouTube every day, is it? So I'm going to go over there, I'm going to catch this bus, I'm going to give you some factoids about the funicular along the way, and I'll see you at the car park. Oh, made the bus by 1 minute. I don't like cutting things fine. So here are some interesting factoids about the Cairngorm Mountain Railway. It's Scotland's only funicular, it's the UK's highest railway, and Ptarmigan Station at the top is the highest station in the UK at 1,097 metres or 3,599 feet. The maximum incline is 40% or 1 in 2.5. The journey takes 5 minutes but takes 8 minutes during the ski season, and you can't leave the top station except in winter when there's a snow cover to protect the fragile alpine environment.
This is the Adventure 30 service to Aviemore.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. I'll tell you something, that car park there is absolutely rammed, and I think it's mainly to do with skiing. There's not very many people using public transport to get here. I thought that bus was going to be pretty busy. There was about 5 people on it. Worth mentioning is the cost, the return fare on this funicular. It is currently £17 return. Normal fare is about 22 or 23. And that's because some of the facilities at the summit haven't opened yet. In fact, what do you get at the summit? You've got a restaurant, you've got a toilet, and you've got a viewing platform. Now, considering we might not be able to walk onto the snow, I'm not quite sure, that's all you need for an hour or two. Right, let's find this funicular.
Scan your barcode just on there, perfect. taken up already, one or two that have heard this bit before, but please, if you're standing up or even sitting down, just make sure you're holding on to something just to make sure that you're going to be nice and safe on the way up. Safety regulations. Those of you who are just up for a visit.
I think he said he drops us at 4. Yeah, that's what
I've just speaking to the funicular driver. He's a retired guy, but full of knowledge. And he was saying that this is the UK's highest restaurant, and I can smell the food. I might be able to get the UK's highest pint here, and I found the UK's highest subscriber because someone just recognised me.
Excellent. Good.
About a month ago I was in Austria and I was at Kleine Scheidegg, which is the last changing point on the trains going up to the Jungfraujoch, but it's also a starting point for a number of ski runs as well. And I'll tell you, the skiers I met there were slightly more aggressive than the ones here. Very polite, very British here. In Austria it was, get out of my way.
That's rubbish. Put your face in it.
This is absolutely beautiful. Last time I was here was about 7 or 8 years ago, during that brief moment when it was actually open, and it was the middle of summer. It was lovely up here, but I tell you what, coming here in March, it's absolutely fantastic. It really is. So if I just posted a picture of me here, you wouldn't think I was in Scotland, would you? Oh, maybe he's in Austria again. Oh, Switzerland. Maybe the Italian Alps. No, Cairngorm. We may not be in the French Alps, but I'll tell you, it's absolutely bitter up here. I'm going to head in, maybe get a cup of coffee, not to get me to cruising altitude, because I'm just about here, just to warm up, really. Oof. Well, I've caught the highest train in the UK to the highest station in the UK. I've had something to eat in the highest restaurant in the UK. And I've probably had the highest Peroni in the UK. Now I have to make the biggest decision in the UK. Up there, we've got Cairngorm, and it's only about 1 kilometre away. And part of me says, oh, you've got to walk up there, it'd be brilliant. And another part of me says, don't be stupid. But then again, there are a lot of people already doing this. But do they have the right footwear? I've just got kind of boots with a bit of tread. Will that be enough? I guess there's one way to find out, isn't there? Part of me does say, don't go up there. But like I said, there's all these other people up there. Why can't I do that? They haven't got skis or anything, they're just walking up. This little voice keeps saying, don't be silly. Look at the snow and ice on that. How cool. Right, an executive decision has been made, and I'm not going to bother. And the reason for that is because I'm watching 1 or 2 individual walkers up there. And boy, it is taking them a while just to move anywhere. It's so hard. The snow is very deep up there. And nah, not this time. Maybe next time, not this time. In fact, even during the summer, you can't walk up there unless you're part of an organised tour. If you walk up from the car park up to Ptarmigan, which is the top station here, you can then walk, because you are allowed to walk around here, and you can join the funicular and go down. But if you catch the funicular up during the summer, you're stuck in the actual top station. Yeah, like I said, it's only a kilometre away to the summit, but I reckon it would take a good 45 minutes to get up there. Yeah, it's a hard slog. Let's not bother. One thing about the weather in the Scottish mountains, it can change so suddenly. And since I arrived, which is just an hour ago, you can tell dark grey clouds are already starting to appear on the horizon. And it is starting to get quite cold here as well, probably because there's no sun now. When I arrived, there was a bit of blue sky. Not anymore. Tell you what, I'm not even sure what I'm walking over. Occasionally it feels firm, then you sink about 18 inches into the snow and then it's firm again. There must be steps or something down here. You can tell that there's a bit of a thaw going on because there was a big avalanche of snow just off the roof there. I actually came here to try and film the funicular itself, but then I remembered there's actually a tunnel as you're approaching Ptarmigan station here at the top, so that's not going to happen. So I'll poke around here for a little while longer. It is getting cold, and I'll head down to the car park station. I'll try and get a shot of the funicular there. This is the viewing terrace. This is open year round, and this is about as far as you're going to get to the top of Cairngorm unless you walk as part of a tour up to the top. It's also a great place to throw snowballs. Okie dokie, it's time to get back down to the car park. I'm going to watch what I'm doing here because I'm going to try and get to the bottom seat, bottom row, so I can get a shot of the funicular as it's going down the tracks. Wish me luck, this could be a challenge.
This probably wasn't the best place to start.
Well, here we are now, arriving back in at the base station. Once we've come fully to a halt, I'll open the doors on the right hand side as you face down the track. Just mind the gap as you step off the train.
That was fun, wasn't it? Here we are back at the car park, the lower station. However, I did notice a spot just up from the station where I might be able to get a good shot of the actual funicular as it's passing. The question is, how do I get there? It's just about to turn 3 p.m, plenty of time. There are buses every hour back to Aviemore, and I've got a train booked at about 6 minutes past 6 tonight, so plenty of time. I'm going to get up there somehow. And just like that, I find a flight of stairs. Yep, here we go. Yeah, this is happening. I think the funicular runs roughly every half hour based on the delay before we get going. And this spot is just about 100 meters up that way. So we should be there in no time. And fortunately it's not too icy. It's a bit snowy, but not too icy. I'm just thinking, this path I'm using, it's actually a road, you can see by the tyre tracks. It's used by maintenance vehicles. I think this would be a lot safer to walk along than that path up to Cairngorm. Because when you think of the number of people walking up there, parts of it must be like an ice rink. Aha. Here is the track. And my sneaky little spot should be just up here somewhere. Yeah, I can see it now. Just where this fence ends, I think there's a good location there. Mind you, I've got the sun right in the viewfinder. We'll see how it goes anyway. I'll tell you what, this road isn't overly steep. But compared with that track up to Cairngorm, yeah, I think that was the right move actually. Slightly out of breath, but we made it. And I'm just thinking, if that was a taster of what Cairngorm was like, I would have been walking funny tomorrow, that's for sure. I'm just looking at the summit of Cairngorm. It doesn't look as if it's shrouded in cloud, but I do think there's reduced visibility up there. And here comes our train. I was just looking back there and Cairngorm is now shrouded in cloud. I might act like a fool sometimes, but every now and again a little bit of common sense kind of kicks in as well. Yeah, I'm glad I came back when I did. Right, I've got about a 30-minute wait until the bus. I'm not going to bore you to tears with the Stagecoach number 30 back to Aviemore, but I will say thanks very much for coming along. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you for all your support, and I'll see you next time.